Hey there, it's Maria the Self-Care Coach, and today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite ways to move through stuck emotions, which is with tapping, or the emotional freedom technique known as EFT. I'm going to show you in this video how to tap and where to tap. And if you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below or just send me a message. I'd be happy to answer them. So the first thing you need to know is, where do you start? And you start on the karate chop. Here's the first point. I'll show you all the points we tap first, and then we'll go into actually doing the tapping. The second point that we'll tap is above the eyebrow, and you can pick either side. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Then we're going to tap the outside of the eye. Think of where the orbital of your eye is. You want to be on the rim, and then under your eye is the fourth spot we'll tap. Then we'll tap between the nose and the mouth. And the nose and the lips, we'll tap between the lips and the chin. And then we're gonna find the collarbones. Ooh, my necklace is in the way. Find the collarbones, move into the gummy spot below them, and we're going to be tapping there. Then we'll tap under the armpit, basically in line with your armpit about the level of the bra strap. And then the last spot we'll tap is the very top of the head. And that will take us through an entire tapping cycle. We're gonna start, you only do the karate chop at the very beginning, and then once you go to the eyebrow, you can go through this cycle more than once, as many times as you need to, until you don't feel a charge on the particular thing you're tapping on. So for instance, today, we're gonna tap on being upset because you feel like you're not good enough. So I'm just gonna go with that. So the statement is, I can know that I'm good enough. That would be the ideal. We'd be knowing that we're good enough. I can know that I'm good enough. But we're gonna flip it around while we tap and say, even though I have this fear that I'm not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, is what we'll start with. And then when we go to that's on the karate chop, we'll do that 3 times. And then when we go to the other points, we'll say, this fear that I'm not good enough, this fear that I'm not good enough, this fear that I'm not good enough, leaving off the beginning and end part from the karate chop point, and then we'll go through that way. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about as we do it. So let's get started. Even though I have this fear that I'm not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear that I'm not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have this fear that I'm not good enough, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. This fear that I'm not good enough. 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 I hope you're tapping along. This fear that I'm not good enough. This fear that I'm not good enough. Once you've tapped through all the spaces, take a few deep breaths. If you haven't felt the shift, go through them again and again. You can do them as many times as you need to. You can always change your statement too. You might get through and realize, well, that really wasn't it. There was something more. And you could change the statement to that and work through that. It's a great idea if you found a statement that really hits home for you, that you practice it on the daily, because yes, they can help you make a shift in the moment when you're tapping, but it's really good to, if it's been in your vibration for a long time, doing it multiple times will help to flush it out. So being consistent every day, it literally takes 2 to 3 minutes to do a tapping session. It's a great way to move things out and move things on. I am so grateful that you watched this video. I hope that you found it useful, and I want to remind you that you are good enough. You are worthy, you are appreciated, and you are deeply and completely loved. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, I hope you subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video.